What is up, coordinators and naturals? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are cruising through the Astrayverse as we cover Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Frame Astrays. Last time, we followed the Martians, Lo and Jess, as they dealt with members of Phantom Pain. In this adventure, we will learn of the Asian bloc and the guerrillas whose land has become a battlefield for the Second Alliance Plant War. We will learn of the guerrilla Trojan, who will pilot the Astray Green Frame. So let's get into this. Cosmic Era 73, East Asia Republic, Preserve number 13. Serpent Tail is hired to help out the Alliance against a group of guerrillas piloting Raistas. Remember, the Raista consists of 40% parts of the M1 Astray. It was created by Yoon of the Junk Guild. These units do not have the special backpack hardpoints that Yoon has, nor do these have the better performance of her unit. Both Guy and 3 Socius are piloting the Hyperion G. The Cat 1 XG Hyperion G is a ground variant of the Hyperion unit that Kennard Parnes piloted during Gundam Seed X Astray. It is more or less similar in design of the original Hyperion, but has a different skirt design and shortened V-fin. Kennard also used a broken Armure Lumiere shield, which rather than completely protect the unit, it only covers a portion and thus requires less power. It seems they took Kennard's flight data and applied it to this unit, as it has a tiny Armure Lumiere shield. It also has Vulcans, a ROM Technica beam knife, a beam submachine gun, a beam cannon, and a 52mm machine gun. Remember, the Socius clones are all genetically designed to be subservient to naturals and can't hurt them. We really need to get our hands on a Stray B so we can deep dive into these clones. While the two do their thing, a young gorilla by the name of Trojan is spying on Serpent Tail from afar. He is currently in his Astray Green Frame. More on this unit soon. In the hangar, Elijah notes that he isn't a fan of Kennard. 3 Socius tells the team to head to the briefing room. I am not sure if I made this clear in our earlier Astray videos, but Loretta is Kazahana's mom. She randomly left EA, and the two later joined Serpent Tail. Kazahana is now 8 years old in CE73 as well, and the artist took note and made this apparent in her character design. It is quite subtle though. The Socius clone mentions that Zaft is currently getting a new commander, and they happen to outsource the command to a mercenary. Not only that, the commander seems to be a natural. Elijah mentions that perhaps they know of the Socius clone's inability to kill naturals, and wonders if this is a strategy on Zaft's part. This is where Serpent Tail comes into play essentially. Guy wonders if it is ready. He is referring to the Blue Frame 3rd. Meanwhile, Trojan is spying on a Zaft base. One soldier stares right at him. This is the new Zaft commander, Leon's Graves. The guerrilla commander tells him they have been spotted and to run. His commander happens to be Barry Ho. In Destiny Astray, we saw Barry save Yoon and assisted USSA during their war for independence. He was also a part of the 3 Ships Alliance during the First War. Leon's knows the guerrillas are close by, of course. He is excited to be in the Asian bloc. Also, his glasses are missing the frames on his left eye. If we look at a colored illustration of this character design, it seems that this is an eye patch. We meet Rudolph Wittgenstein and Alec Ladd, who now are under command of Leon's. Rudolph particularly doesn't want to take orders from filthy naturals. Leon's wants the Alliance to help them take out all the guerrillas. Of course, if the Alliance doesn't comply, Zaft will do what they want. Leon plans to have the guerrillas do a pincer move on the Alliance and essentially use both forces. Alec finds this very cowardly, but Leon's is a merc, and he views war no different than business. We cut to the battlefield where their plan is being carried out. The Alliance takes on the guerrillas while Zaft comes from the rear. 3 Socius wants to remove himself from the battlefield, but they seem to be surrounded. The Alliance approaches Trojan in the Astray Green Frame. The MBF P-04 Gundam Astray Green Frame was originally a part of the G project, just like the red, blue, and gold frame. There was only one of the original Astrays that we haven't talked about, and we'll discuss when we get to Astray Versus. X Astray, Delta Astray, and any of the designs created by Lo aren't technically Astrays. This unit is equipped with Vulcans, a beam rifle, and a beam saber, like the other base Astrays. But unlike the others, the Green Frame has a twin sword rifle and an axe. We will see the twin sword rifle in action in the next episode. Of course, it will involve Lo. This unit wasn't originally green and was painted green by Barry Ho, as he wanted to use this unit in the jungle. It also has an improved version of the AI system that we saw in the Strike Rouge. Elijah is in his Zaku Phantom. I don't think we talked about this unit even though it was introduced during Destiny. The ZG MF-1001 Elijah's Zaku Phantom is a modified Zaku Phantom that Kate Madigan gave Elijah. This version has phase shift armor, which gives its unique unique red color and doesn't apply to the entire unit to help conserve energy. Just like Elijah's Jin, this Zaku Phantom also has his Head Buster Sword. This unit also could use the Meteor unit, which we saw earlier in our Astray coverage. He is approached by Rudolf Wittgenstein in his Goof Custom. This is the mass-produced version of the Goof Custom we saw Hein pilot. Rest in peace, Team Revolution. He says he wants to kill Elijah's beautiful face. I'm not making a joke there, he's literally calling his face beautiful. It confuses Elijah, but they begin fighting. Guy is fighting Alec, who is piloting a custom Kerberos Buku Hound. Barry is scouting and commanding from afar. He tells Trojan that they were set up by Zaft and they should get out of there. Barry was alerted because Rudolph pushed too far into enemy territory. Leons notes this as well. Their pincer move has failed. Elijah tells the team to fall back. Rudolph pushes forward. He yells out that he will scar Elijah's beautiful face. This confuses Elijah even more as he already has a scar on his beautiful face. While Alec and Guy are fighting, Leons comes in and shoots Guy in the back. Alec finds this cowardly. Kazahana tells Guy that the mobile suit is ready. They set off an explosion as a distraction while Guy gets into his new mobile suit. The Blue Frame 3rd. The MBF P03 3rd, Gundam Astray Blue Frame 3rd, like the name suggests, is the 3rd modified Blue Frame. Remember, each modification is designed for the environment that it is fighting in. For the jungles of Earth, beam weapons cause way too many fires, so they are out of the question. So it uses physical blades. It has improved Vulcans and a new V-fin for advanced communications in the jungle. Rudolph gets frustrated and rushes Guy. Guy is able to take off the arm of the Goof Custom. Leons is frustrated and has his team retreat. Everyone congratulates Kazahana for being able to pilot the Blue Frame to Guy. She wonders if they didn't attack Zaft simply because she was involved in the mission. Guy, along with Reed, tell her that Serpent tail doesn't go off and chase, nor do they try to reduce numbers on the battlefield. This is because if they were to take out a squad, then the enemy would just send reinforcements. But if they are wounded, their numbers will remain the same and they will also be weakened. Not sure if I buy this strategy, but I will go with it. Essentially, Serpent tail is good, but they can't take on a squad of Zaft forces. They are designed for small incursions. 3 comes in and tells the team that Fujiyama, a munitions company that helps the Alliance, is going to help them out with the guerrilla issue. We are introduced to Fujiyama's men. Gist Elways and Lucas O'Neill. His name in Japanese is Gisto, and I'm compelled to call him Gist, but like most names, I have no idea. I'll just call him Elways for now. Elways is a half coordinator whose madness takes over when he is in his Sigu assault, similar to some of you when you get behind the wheel. The ZGMF 515 AS Sigu assault is similar to the Jin assault type and has additional armor on its legs and chest. It has a backpack to increase performance and, like the Sigu, is mainly used by ace pilots. This is a Zaft unit, but the EA captured a unit and assigned it to Elways. It is equipped with a heavy blade, 28mm Vulcan system, a 76mm assault machine gun, and a shoulder shield. Lucas O'Donnell is a former Zaft ace pilot who is assisting EA. We will soon learn that the implant inside his neck is a bomb. He is piloting the Strike E that we have seen Sven pilot. He tells Elways his hubris will get him killed. Both Elways and Lucas begins their assault on a Zaft squad. One thing I want to talk about before these Zaku warriors die is the Command Zaku CCI. The ZGM 1000 R4 Command Zaku CCI, or Command Control and Information, is a Zaku warrior with the EX R4 Command Wizard Pack. Remember, the Zaku Millennium line can use wizard packs. It is a giant sensor and communication array. This unit has a giant satellite antenna instead of the shoulder shield. This unit's communication systems also work when in-jammer cancelers are on the battlefield. It has a non-combat antenna and only 4 grenades, so it relies on other units to protect it. So anyways, the other units do not protect it, and Elways and Lucas tears through the mobile suits. The guerrillas are still spying on Zaft. Back at their base, Leons has already fixed Rudolph's Goof Custom. He says that a man named Sue is coming, and he doesn't want to have to rely on him. This man is known to have killed both enemies and allies. While they are talking, a soldier rushes in and tells Leons that the reconnaissance team was just destroyed. He mentions that the EA usually doesn't operate in this way and wonders who it could be. He also notes that those dead soldiers' salary will go to waste and upsets Alec in the process. Outside, Trojan and the guerrillas notes that Zaft is suddenly in a rush. Back with EA, Elways and Lucas meets up with Serpent Tail. Socius tells them that their attack caused a lot of attention. While they are talking, an enemy approaches. It happens to be the Green Frame. Trojan wants to know if they intend to burn down the area. Guy tells them that this isn't their intention. He tells him if he wants them to go away, then make them go away. The green frame goes in to attack Guy, who is in the blue frame. Trojan fires at Guy. He uses his arm blade to deflect the attack. Trojan realizes that the blue frame has anti-coating. Guy goes in for the attack. And that will do it for this episode. We are introduced to the natural, Leons, who is almost the antithesis of what Serpent Tail is doing. He is cold and calculating and only cares about money. This is very different from Serpent Tail's approach, where they tend to build relationships with their clients. In our next episode, we will meet Sue, who happens to be our first Char clone in the Astrayverse. Nice. He will go up against Barry Ho and the Gorillas. Also, it wouldn't be Astray without the appearance of Lo. Remember, when coordinators can't get the job done, naturals will come out on top. Is that the message of this one? Oh well. Peace.